Hey everyone, what's up? So I'm really sorry to say that ZeroQT is a scam and they have just rugged for $3 million. I had my suspicions a few days ago when the lead dev was starting to get really defensive about some of the questions I was asking him about an update video I was going to do for ZeroQT. I wanted to give him a chance to answer the questions and to explain, but unfortunately in that time, they have frozen withdrawals and they have rugged the project. Luckily, the team have been stupid enough to leave their business registration details still online, so I do know the name and address of the dev, and I'm going to tell you that later. Firstly, what's important is that the site is still up and it is still accepting money, so please avoid this site like the plague or you are gonna lose money. And in the interest of transparency, my old ZeroQT videos are still up, but I've changed the titles and I've done a pinned comment to basically give a massive warning sign to tell people to stay away from these projects because I don't like to delete videos even if I was wrong about something. About a week ago, the team asked me to do a sponsored video for the project and I said that I would think about it. So I went away, I did research, I even wrote a script, but I didn't get to the point of actually recording it because there are too many unanswered questions about some of the things that the devs weren't explaining, which they said that they were going to explain. The first big question I had was a simple one, and it was basically, can you actually go into detail about specifically how you're doubling everybody's money each month? Because the casino can't handle it, and the financial statement they give basically showed that they were $3 million in debt. And the answer from Honeypot, which is or was his Telegram username, was very interesting, and it was this. He said, we're using an over-collateralized, fractionalized reserve banking model. And if you don't know what that means, basically it's just that all the deposits aren't available for withdrawal at any one time, and it's actually a pretty common method that most banks actually use today. So I was like, okay, cool. What's your investments and what's your earnings? What's your balance sheet, basically? And he basically avoided the question. I kept pressing him on this question, and basically the response I eventually got was, we're doing some high-risk degen plays to fill up the shortfall. So I asked if he would actually release this info like he said he would when I did this original video. And the answer I got did shock me. He said, and I quote, we're not going to release any financial data because the public isn't always supposed to know everything because they are incapable of comprehending how a company operates. And he also said, investors may be unwilling to accept their unorthodox investing methods. So here he's talking about the high-risk degen plays. Now, it is worth mentioning at this point that he has blocked me on Telegram and he's also deleted all of our chat history, but unfortunately for him, this happened very recently, so I pretty much remember everything. And also I have been in contact with other YouTubers and I sent to them portions of what he told me, so I do have records of that. Basically, he's calling his community stupid and they wouldn't understand the type of investing that they're doing. So I was about to confront him about it when something very unexpected happened. A fellow YouTuber sent me a video of a project called DogeTrix, which was around about a year ago or 14 months ago, and it basically scammed the community. And when I watched it, lo and behold, it's exactly the same branding as ZeroQT, it's exactly the same mechanisms and reward mechanisms, and also it's the same country of origin, which is the UK. So great, ZeroQT is basically just a rug waiting to happen. But I didn't just want to come out and accuse them of this, I wanted to ask them about this and say, hey, is DogeTrix your old project or are you actually something different? And this is what he said. He said, hey Dan, no, absolutely not. It's not DogeTrix. We're aware of it and we even know who was behind it. But it's the same forked script with new hard forked implementations and a new front end like any other DeFi protocol. Frankly speaking with you, I don't know why we're having this convo right now. I don't really want to elevate it to my team because it's concerning from diverse angles. After all, you're a content creator as well as an influencer. I thought I'm being very friendly thus far. Don't share any of this leaked FUD with anyone, let alone in the new promo vid. We don't want the situation to get ugly. Let's prevent any risk of a bank run, shall we? I'm counting on you since the project is finally just doing great. So firstly, I wasn't doing a promo vid, so I don't even know why he mentioned that. And secondly, it seems that they do know who was behind DogeTrix. It was them, and they're just hiding in plain sight. And if the dev asks me to keep quiet about something because they're scared of something happening, then obviously this is a huge red flag. It is common for devs to say things off the record, but that's for things more like an upcoming announcement or an upcoming partnership. It's certainly not because there is a flaw in their project. So I said that I couldn't just take his word on it. I need some evidence, I need some balance sheets, I need some kind of proof that this project is different, and I also need proof that your project is actually doing what it says it's gonna do. And I was met with crickets and tumbleweeds. So I got back in touch with other YouTubers to see if they had heard anything, and nobody had heard anything. And today I woke up to find that I'd been blocked on Telegram, all the chat history had been deleted, and the project had rugged. You can still do withdrawals on the project, but don't expect them to come through. Currently, hundreds of people have their transactions queued at the moment. So for anybody who invested using my link, I am really sorry about this, and I hope that you at least got your money back. In all the other previous ZeroQT videos I've done, I've always said that it's really high risk, and to do your research and to do your due diligence before you do invest in anything. I withdrew my money as soon as I reached ROI, so luckily I haven't lost anything in this project, but it does still really annoy me that total scumbags are in DeFi, and that includes bigger projects like Celsius or FTX that can basically just go ahead and steal your money. But thankfully, both of these projects are in the courts at the moment, and there are legal proceedings happening. And speaking of courts and prosecution, the ZeroQT business was registered by Elliot Skinner of flat number 7, Purley Heights, 124 High Street, Purley, England. If anyone lives in the UK or in Purley, then please report him to the Cyber Fraud Division of the Metro Police, and you can do it online. And once again, I am really sorry, and this is a lesson for me to speak up about red flags when I find them quicker than what I did this time. Obviously, this has just happened in the space of a couple of days, but next time I'm going to trust my gut over the reputation of a project. And if you do have any questions or comments, then please leave them below, and I will see you all in the next video.